So with the car jacked up safely on axle stands, and we've got the wheel off, obviously, got the handbrake on. Now to get the brake drum off, what we're going to need to do is undo this little orange screw here, and that's oh, is it going to focus? There you go, that's a Torx T30, that one. So we've got a little, now these can be seized a bit, but I think we're going to be lucky. You can get a socket on there, or on the end of there if you need to. Okay, and if you put these back in, put some copper grease on them to stop them seizing. So let me just show you that. So that's a little countersunk screw there, with that, as I say, the Torx T30, and that just stops the brake drum falling off accidentally when you remove the wheel. Now you won't be able to get the brake drum off now, because we remove the handbrake now. Okay, we should be in a position where we can. Now you might be lucky, you might have to bang it a bit, and then we should be able to get that off and have a look what is wrong with the brakes on this car. Now that's not good. So we've got a bit of what looks like. So the brake drum, inspect the brake drum. If it's, you don't want to see any scoring on the inside, that one's not too bad. And you could clean this edge of rust off that you often get a build up of rust on this edge. You could just file that clean. But that doesn't look too bad. We'll give that a clean with brake cleaner. So the drum's okay. So let's have a look. So this is a bit of friction lining that's been moving around inside here. So we should have a brake line in there. I'll take these off, and it's missing off the bottom of both of these. I know that one's okay. That one goes down. The light's not great. But on this one, the whole end of the brakes is missing. So we're going to have to strip down the brakes. So it's quite important we do this in the right way. We're going to have to remove the spring here. So look, might be handy for you guys to see how it's assembled. There's the brake cylinder there. We might be as well to put a new brake cylinder on. I can't decide how wet that is. Is that a leaking brake fluid, or is that dust? It should be dry dust, really. Yeah, and in fact what I've just done is I've just removed, if you pull back the seals on that side, they should be relatively dry, but you can see there that one's all wet and leaking. So we need to put a new brakes. We'll put a new rear brake cylinder on here. In fact, we'll replace them both. We'll put new shoes and new rear brake cylinders on, and we should be good then. So I've just had a look, and there's a guy that's done a really good video about stripping all the brakes down. So I won't do that, but he didn't do the cylinders. So I'll put a little link actually there to someone else's video, really good brake rebuild video. I'll crack on and show you how to do the rear cylinder, and then focus more on the project car, getting it up together and seeing what we can do with it. So I've stripped the other side down. So yeah, super quick, I'm going to pop these clips off, pop all the springs off, take it off, and then take this cylinder off. So that's all the brake shoes removed from the front. It's just the cylinder we got to get off. And if we look from the back, you can see, hopefully if I get up under here and get out of the light, you can see the rear cylinder here. And it's got one pipe going to it. So we've got a pipe here that you can see, and that's got an 11mm on it. And then it's got two little nuts. So it's those two little nuts I've got to undo as well. And then that cylinder will come off. I'll take it off and show you after that. So with the cylinder removed, you can see these are the two little bolt holes there, where the cylinder holds the cylinder on, and that's the brake pipe connection. When you unscrew that, make sure it doesn't rotate the pipe inside, or you'll twist the whole pipe. So watch that. Right, let's have a look. We've got all our new bits over on the bench. So we've got the new brake shoes here. So you can see that one part of the brake shoe's got the handbrake arm on it there. It comes out, the other one's that. And you can see how they're supposed to. If I put that one, you can see where the linings weren't actually that worn. There was plenty of thickness left on them. But obviously the linings come unbonded. Now whether the leaking brake fluid has dissolved the stuff or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, they're scrap. The other interesting thing, I've got the new brake cylinders here. Now these are cast iron. Now the original ones were aluminium and much lighter, but maybe they weren't as robust. Because yeah, they both suffered. If you pull off the little things and pull the little brake pistons out, they're all leaking. So all of them have had their day. Let me see if I can just rest the camera here. I haven't got any helpers today. I'm all alone. All right then. But there you go. There's a little spring in the middle there. But it's this little rubber sort of seal here. That's supposed to, and it all feels a bit gritty and nasty. But that's what's supposed to seal against the fluid in there. I mean, I wonder if I could take the new cylinders and put them in my old aluminium ones, because I like the lightweightness. But I'm not. I don't think we're going to slow the car down too much. So I'm going to refit the new cylinders and put the jigsaw puzzle together. That is the springs and the brake shoes. I'll get the cylinders on first, then build up the brake shoes with all the springs and bits and pieces. So one point to note is the cylinders are handed. So one has got the exit there, you can see on that side with the holes at the bottom. The other one, the same with the holes at the bottom, has got the exit on this side. So they're mirror image. Unfortunately, the motor factors that just supplied me these supplied me two of the same part number, as you can see there. But they've been as good as gold, and they're running me down another one. So a slight delay as ever, but we'll be there soon. So we've bled the brakes, we've got the whole front off, which actually is quite easy, and I'll do a video if anyone wants to know how to do it. It's relatively easy to take the whole front off the smart car, which is one of the cool things about it. So we've got the brakes all bled, we seem to have a brake pedal, we've adjusted the brakes, we've got all new rear cylinders and shoes on the back.